I'm Ashley, and I normally travel with my husband Christian, but in February of 2020, I headed to Patagonia with my dad. I fell in love with the glaciers, food, and wild landscapes. With the news of Argentina reopening for tourism, I decided now was finally the perfect time to post my travels from a place known as the end of the earth. I'm at my home airport, Wichita. From here we fly to Houston, where we have like a 2-hour layover, and from there we'll fly to Buenos Aires, where we have like a 4-hour layover, but we have to switch airports and go to AEP from EZE. And then from there, we fly to Ushuaia. We actually stay on the plane. Then we fly to El Calafate from there, which is our final stop. So it's like a 36-hour travel day. It takes so long to get to literally the end of the earth. We landed in Terminal B, and we have to go to Terminal E to catch our next flight.
Please hold on. The train is departing for Terminal C.
Bought a seat. I paid more, so I got to get on the plane actually early. This is the first time I think that I've ever not been in the last group getting on, which is crazy. We are on the Boeing 777-200. It's a really big plane. I mean, it's like kind of a normal international flight with like 3, 3, and 3.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Buenos Aires. We'll be using console number 4 for all bags.
Made it through immigration and customs. We're just doing a little private transfer to the other airport to catch our flight to El Calafate. Our flight is leaving 4 hours from when we landed, and that's still, like, we're only gonna be there an hour and a half early, which is enough time, but it's like if you cut it any closer, it's almost like you might miss your flight. We made it through security for the second time, and we're waiting at our gate. Our flight is getting ready to board, and this one, like I said, will take us down to Ushuaia first, and then to El Calafate. So we're just gonna stay on the plane in Ushuaia. We'll be there in about 6 hours. It's about 3 hours down to Ushuaia, and then it's about 2.5 more back up to El Calafate. So we're gonna fly basically over El Calafate and then come back.
De este momento, los teléfonos celulares deben ser utilizados únicamente en modo avión.
We've landed in Ushuaia at the end of the world. So cool. So we have about a 30-minute stop, and then the plane will just continue to El Calafate, where we are going.
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos a la ciudad de Calafate.
We've officially landed in El Calafate. When you get to the airport, you have two options. You can either take a shuttle or a taxi. Now the shuttle, you have to book ahead of time, and we did not do that. So we ended up taking a taxi, which was around 200 Argentine pesos per person. Took about 25 minutes from the airport to get to about the city center. We're gonna drive to the Perito Moreno Glacier. It's about an hour and a half away by car. We got a rental car this morning. We're gonna walk around a lot of the walkways in the area and hopefully see the glacier calve. That happens like every 2 years or so, so hopefully it happens while we're there. Chances are like this big, but I have hope. The weather is perfect again. We're getting so lucky, so I don't want to jinx it. The sun is shining, and I literally just have my little shell on, and that's it. So hopefully it stays this way. The first views of the glacier. It's back there. Looks so amazing. We are in the park. It reminds me a lot of Banff in Canada, just the way the signs look and the way the buildings look and the color of the water and everything. It's so beautiful. There's these really cool walkways that go throughout the park that are like elevated above the ground, and you can see the glacier and the mountains and the lake from all these different angles. And I think there's more than just this one, but we're gonna keep walking along. Hopefully the glacier calves, and that's when a piece breaks off. It's pretty warm and it's been making little rumbling noises, so we really hope that happens. Honestly, the top of this glacier looks like pointy little marshmallows. Just missed another one.
See, that's full.
Next time. Get it next time. I think this walkway is really cool because you get all the different sides of the glacier and you get to see above the top of it. So you get to see all the little crevasses and all the places that it's like calved before and everything. You're not gonna get the same view on a boat. Like you're just gonna be down, you know, pretty low. So I think that I like this better, being up here and getting to see basically inside of the glacier from above. I think that is so cool. The Perito Moreno Glacier is one of the most amazing sights in Argentine Patagonia. This massive glacier is 70 meters or 255 feet tall, 18,000 years old, and is actually growing or advancing 2 meters a day, unlike most glaciers that are shrinking. Another little fun fact about this glacier is that it's the third largest freshwater reserve in the world, behind the Antarctic ice sheet and then Greenland. So this thing is huge, if that gives it any perspective. It's like I can't even conceptualize how big this glacier really is, even being able to see it. We're just gonna keep following our little metal bridge along to the other side of the glacier. The farther away you get from the entrance, there's definitely less people. We can just hear the glacier cracking and popping. It honestly sounds a little bit like it's 4th of July out here. We really haven't gotten to see any big pieces crack off, just little ones and then the little ripples from that. That's so amazing. I think it's important to say that this glacier isn't cracking off like that because of the temperature or because it's shrinking. This glacier is actually growing. It's very stable. The rock bed is very stable, but this is part of its process to keep regrowing, is to break off like the edge pieces. I got one of the little candies at one of the shops. It is called a mini torta, and it is the flavor brownie. It looks like really crumbly, but really chocolatey, so really good. Right now we're heading back to El Calafate. It's like an hour-and-a-half drive, so it'll be around 7 o'clock when we get back. So this is like a whole day. One last pull off on the way back to the hotel just to get another viewpoint of the glacier, but we'll be back to do some ice trekking and I think a boat ride. If not, we'll probably add the boat ride in. For dinner tonight, we're at a place called Vaca Atada. It's off the main street. We tried to go to like 4 or 5 different restaurants and none of them could see us until like 10:30 p.m. We all ordered lamb. That's one of the specialties in the Patagonia area. For starters, we got this bread with some herbs and seasoning on it. For dinner, I got the lamb stew and then potatoes with cream and cheese. That lamb is amazing. Oh my gosh. It just falls apart in your mouth and doesn't taste gamey or anything. It actually doesn't. It tastes really good. It's like a really light cream sauce. And the cheese tastes like au gratin potatoes. And the potatoes are cooked well. So, cannot complain. Really good. Very excited. This is a little bit better than the other night, honestly.